All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first game of the third place match. After, I don't want to say a disappointing showing by Ray. A little bit though, he got wrecked by HulkSMASH, by Ferry in the other semi-final. He has to redeem himself against Reckley. Reckley had an amazing game against HulkSMASH. Can he replicate this, or will... But only one player can able to claim the bronze medal there and get third place. So let's see how this plays out. Havoc, what do you think?
I'm happy to see UKF here, selection by Reakly. Obviously, we just talked about how he recognized the potential of heavy armor battle group. So that is going to be his choice here. Yeah, I'm hoping for a much stronger showing from Ray. I feel like he was definitely not playing at his potential against Fergie. Could have been nerves, could have been fatigue, God knows what. But if he locks in his decision making, this should be a very textbook win for Ray, just like hypothetically, but anything can happen, and we have seen it in these series today. So yeah, I'm excited for what comes next. And we've got Crossing in the Woods, a Co 2 or Co 1 classic. I don't even know if it's in Co 1, but Co 2 for sure.
I don't know about Co 1, but I think it was there as well. In Co 2 it kind of became I don't want to say legendary map, but it has a unique status. At the beginning it was so competitive, like this was the first real competitive map that we had. So it was in every tournament, 2v2, 1v1, everywhere. But at one time the people got really sick of it, and then it disappeared into the void, and then people started to disliking it because it was really big, really MG heavy, and with the red cover over the river, it was also not really a map where you could push a lot. So yeah.
Yep. I really like this opening from Ray. He's much more focused. He's dedicated all of his forces to one side of the map, which is what you want to be doing with Wehrmacht in the early game. He's got good positioning here. Reakly is going to win the consolation prize of the east side of the map. But Ray off to a better start here in terms of net income across both resource pools. And yeah, I mean, with UK, with Wehrmacht, in both circumstances, you're going to want to be playing like head-to-head with your units consolidated as much as possible. That's where they are strongest. And so that should make for some interesting battles between these two.
Oh yeah. Flamer proc by Reckley, but if Ray relocates his one Grenadier back, he should not be in Flamer range, but Flamer gets already pushed off, so it does not matter.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of damage. He was actually a little bit exposed, even though he was sitting in green cover. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray probably going to be forced off of this cutoff here. Yeah, it's a good retreat choice. Just try to minimize the bleed as much as possible. That 5-man Grenadier getting quite low. There we go. Drops a couple more models. Good disconnect maneuver here by Ray. Reakly locked in the battle group selection. He's got his armored up. He's got rigorous vehicle training as his first selection. He's going to be going for that fast Humber. It's a favorite of his. Ray getting a nice mine down on the west side of the map.
Nope, got cancelled.
Actually, yeah, he didn't quite finish it. He just left it there. Interesting green cover. Did he build a sandbag, or is this just this green covered tree? What the hell is that? Good maneuvers here. Good, really good map. Much better, honestly, from Ray. Much more focused. Officer quarters is teching.
A capture point is being overrun.
Reakly trying to pull the same maneuver to cut off the +10 in Ray's ownership.
Yeah.
Grenadiers posturing to take a defensive position.
Grenadier might deny the decap there in the last second. Oh, no.
Not quite.
Territory out of supply.
Not quite. And actually, due to the... Oh, no. There we go. Good volleys in from the Grenadiers. And now he's going to start to do better in some of these engagements with the officer quarters. Nice grenade to force off the sappers on the east side. Just to cut off Reakly's +5 again. His
But-
tier 2 is up, but it's gonna be a minute or two here, about a minute before he gets his Humber out,
Yeah,
and this is gonna make Reakly very uncomfortable.
maybe that's the I assume Ray played thousands of games of Crossing in the Woods in Code 2, even though the resource layout is a little bit different, especially with those exposed cutoffs, but still you can see how experienced he is playing the map.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of seeing from Angoville and some of the other ports like Langres, like, despite, you know, being pretty much one-for-one ports from Code 2, it plays very differently because of the resource system.
This size is also different. Crossing in the Woods got resized. 1v1 version is smaller. Cutoffs a little bit more exposed.
Yeah, which is definitely for the best.
Yes.
Good kiting here being done by Ray, trying to deal some chip damage and then pull his troops away for use of the medical kits. He's actually got all of his medical kits on cooldown at the moment.
Team is ready.
And we have a really long tier 1 from Ray.
Territory
4 Grenadiers, MG42, Officer
Moving
Quarters.
into MG42. I can definitely see him locking in mech here after getting this tier, what is this? This tier 3
Panzer
he's
Grenadier!
putting up? Yeah, Panzer Grenadier Company.
Damn, something I was not expecting.
Yeah, I'm actually not really surprised by this. It's a super strong... so you don't go PG Company for anything besides the pack. The pack is really why you go for it.
RPG Grad's not that
packs-
good?
No, they're too expensive and they take too long to scale up, unfortunately. So the opportunity cost on them usually proves to be an issue. Oh, getting a good pick out here on the Grenadier. He might chase it down with the Humber. Yeah, Reakly playstyle coming in here. He's going to close on that Grenadier for the kill, and he might actually catch the second one in base.
You know, when you wish
Rounds.
the wipe would have happened earlier.
He is. Oh my god. Okay, I have to give him some huge ups for that. Having the presence of mind to catch out the second Grenadier, those are great pickups for Reakly. No, unfortunately, those 2 wipes has given the Ray the CPs that he needs for his 8 rad, and I'm pretty confident that Reakly does not have grenades out at the moment. Nope, no grenades for Reakly. He's just getting his medical tent up. And if Reakly is too aggressive with this Humber, he's gonna get caught out here by the 8 rad. Oh my god, he's getting fausted.
It's a gone now. 8 rad is now going in.
Yeah, that is cooked.
But two Grenadier wipes. Reckley, nice try, but...
Yeah, it's doing dropping a couple smokes here. Okay, Ray missing his attack rounds through the smoke. He's just gonna power through it.
But there's no follow-up. Like, he's wasting time, that's it.
I mean, what else can you do, right? Still no grenades for Reakly. I'm sure Ray knows this.
Standing by for deployment.
Going to rebuild his Grenadier, and thankfully due to officer quarters, it's not going to feel too bad as a result. They are going to come out with Vet 1. Ray moving to cut off the fuel again from Reakly's control.
By the way, boys on the way, but they get forced off. Not a big fan of boys against 8-Rad. 8-Rad has slightly more range, so you have to move out of cover, and once you move out of cover, the 8-Rad eats you alive.
Yeah, this is kind of a desperation move here from Reakly. I'd like to see an AT gun from him. But it is going to be really difficult to get the infantry pressure that he needs from the sections against this 8-Rad. Nice kill from the 25-pounder on the Pioneer there in the cutoff.
Nah, base artillery is not broken. It just tends to be good. Oh, the amount of wipes we saw with that.
Here. Reakly desperately trying to hold on to the West fuel. Boys coming up to deter this 8-Rad.
Yeah, but 8-Rad will run away in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the boys here. Reakly going for another Humber.
And the AT gun.
And
guess what?
Ray going for another 8 rad. This is the early showings of disaster to it. If I were Reakly, I would probably hunker down with double AT gun, maybe infantry training, and wait for a Stewart. Because
Enemy control.
trying to play Humber into double 8 rad is not going to leave you much openings.
Yeah, he saw the second 8 rad, he should cancel the Humber immediately. Like, it dies. It just will get smoked.
We go 6-pounder in position to hit this 8 rad. Oh, he packs up though. Loses an infantry section in the middle, trying to micro his AT gun.
Look at how over micro Reckley is. It took him forever to retreat the free model Royal Engineer on the 16 ammo point on the left hand side.
It looks simple, but there's so much happening. There's so much to pay attention to, and you can see like even these really top experienced players, like when there's too much happening, especially when you're kind of being mentally affected by losing units. You start to lose focus, and if you lose focus, you lose units, and it's worse in this game than pretty much any other RTS title when you lose units, so. Here we go, grenades for Reakly to try to prevent the dives here from the double 8 rad. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see a third one here from Ray.
Yeah.
And Reakly's his normal move previously would be to move into AA Crusader, but since that got moved into Tier 4 with the most recent patch, he's not going to have that option.
Nah. No saving grace, AA Crusader.
Yeah.
I heard it's still a nice tank. It slaps a lot of anti-infantry firepower. But I don't know if it's really worth it to get. If it's still 70 fuel. You can get a Crusader.
Western Zapper looking really juicy to this double 8 rad Grenadier combination. He's going to be very comfortable chasing that back to base, knowing that Reakly's forces are concentrated on the east side of the map. And it looks like if he continues pursuing, which he probably will.
Yeah, and guess what's on the field? The third 8 rad. Humber's a little bit overconfident there.
Oh,
he's not driving in the base. No, he is like run.
I was surprised not to see Humber chasing in this 8 rad here, but there we go. Another 6-pounder.
The big Brit techs come to rescue.
This 8 rad is quite boxed in at the moment. If he uses his smoke properly, he should be able to get out.
Yeah, but look how much forces it ties down. Literally all the AT units are in base.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Okay, yeah, should be able to squeak out. Humber closing in. Grenadier moving to cover with the Faust. Misses the attack ground through the smoke. Good cover there by Ray with his Grenadier.
He saved the Royal Engineer, so it's something. Lost whole map control.
No, honestly, I consider this pack in production for Ray a flex, because, like, what do you really need a pack for against a Humber when you've got 3 8 rads? Another Grenadier, another MG would probably cook a little bit more, but...
Nah, take up! He has not the resources, but Sudi has the resources, take up, and that's it.
Yeah, no, he's still quite on the resource side. Double 6-pounder. Yeah, Reakly doing the right thing here. He needs to concentrate his forces. He cannot let them get picked off by these ravenous 8 rads looking for the chase kill on isolated units. This is the right move by Reakly. But he's definitely feeling the VP pressure here with only 250, and he's triple capped right now.
Initiating rollout of long-range spotting.
Ray very slow on the repairs because he's only got the 1 Pioneer. I think that should be pretty much a no-brainer to replace that so he can be more active with the 8 rads.
Spotting scopes on the way.
Position. Good hit on the Humber.
Humber might... No, we'll get away.
Another machine gun in production from Ray. We like that. Help him contain this tactical force concentration here by Reakly.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
Good scouting of the 8 rad there in the middle with the infantry section. It's moving 6-pounders into position to try to get some damage in. Misses the shot. It's unfortunate.
Second MG42. I don't know, man.
8 rad. I really like to see. So Ray actually went for spotting scopes on his 8 rads.
It's not much vision, right? And you have to stand still to get the full buff.
Yeah.
So, and the 8 rad's moving a lot.
Yeah, east. There we go. West side, 8 rads, getting chewed up on the boys squad.
Yeah, and nearly loses the boys squad in return.
Third 8 rad, creating space in the middle. Oh, double 6-pounder might be able to. Nope.
No.
Good smoke. Good defensive smoke there.
Oh shit, I got on plate smoke comes to the rescue every day, man.
Another Faust on the Humber here.
And Humber is dead.
8 rad, picks up the kill.
A little bit greedy repairing so close to the front, and Reckley calls it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. He, I mean, Reakly's certainly not a control player. He's a tempo player, and as a tempo player, when you start to lose things and you don't have those opportunities to like take space and be aggressive, then it starts to feel very constricting to kind of continue to play, and that's when you make greedy calls like repairing things on the front line, so you can try to continue to apply pressure. But well played by Ray. This is much more on form for what I kind of expected from him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 2 between Reckley and Ray. And Ray showed some dominance last game. Let's see, is he able to repeat it? It looks like it's MG gaming time from Ray. What is Reckley doing, Havoc?
My expectation from him is probably breakthrough. That is his go-to. That is what he's most comfortable with. However, we'll see if he adapts here to Ray's composition, because interesting, 3rd scout in production for Ray. Yeah, the machine guns will very well contain a grenadier blob, which we did not see obviously in the previous game from Ray. When he played USF, he played rifles and struggled a lot on Tunis to contain, but it's definitely on the table here with the... I'm really interested in this triple scout opener by Ray. It's going to give him lots of vision, lots of map control. He's going to get great tempo and great timing into an M3, which I would love to see him convert into a quad if Reakly does happen to go for breakthrough. Yeah, so we'll probably... There we go. Second MG dropping in with the paired scouts on the right-hand side. And Reakly leaning heavier into the Grenadiers here.
Wait, they're coming down on the cutoff.
I'm so surprised to see Reakly pausing here on the +16 over securing that +10 in the early game. It's so important.
Man, 16 points take forever to cap. Like, I don't get it why you kept them over the 10-pointer.
Makes a lot more sense to secure the +10, make sure you've got it locked down, and then just backtrack to your +16.
Yeah.
Good cutoff maneuver here by Reakly. He's avoiding the machine gun here from Ray, but Ray doing a great job of keeping the scout paired with the MGs to make sure that he has the vision. And look at this, like, the Grenadiers can't even respond to this 30 cal that they're taking damage from right now.
MGs have slightly more range than infantry squads.
Reakly locking in a flamethrower on his Pioneer on the right-hand side. Grenadier collapsing in on this 1919, but he's going to be able to quickly rotate over. Good retreat there, I think, by Ray. Recognizing he's not going to be able to handle both Grenadiers at once. And also this cutoff maneuver by Reakly, also very nice.
Oh, might get the scout.
Oh, is he going to get the scout?
Chase.
Oh, is he going to round that corner? Yeah, he rounds the corner.
But he's not out of the danger zone. Nope.
Engineer returning fire. Yeah, he does save that. Oh, the second scout, though. Same problem.
Both are running the gauntlet.
Oh my god, he's getting so lucky. Wow.
We've lost a sector.
Well, sometimes you win the dice roll, sometimes you lose it.
Yeah. He's getting great flamer damage in because of that the focus on those scout squads.
And also look at how the Grenadiers were standing, so the flamer was hitting like 4 models with 1 burst.
Yeah. Yep, it's very congested. There we go. Breakthrough lock in by Reakly. MG in production.
ISC upgrade.
But don't go MP40s on this map, please. Like,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
such a big and open map. The enemy will spot your MP40s like a mile away.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. From Reakly, like, I'm sure he's a young guy, but he's an old dog when it comes to his strategic decisions, and we'll see if he can learn some new tricks for this game. Officer quarters in production is going to come in really clutch for Reakly. He's going to get access to those medical kits so he can heal up his troops. But honestly, I think what we're going to see here is the continued choke out here from Ray. No production buildings for Ray yet. Nothing. Just the medical tent. Now he's got his weapon support center in production.
Standing by for drop.
I am expecting him to pivot into that M3 at some point soon. Reakly still... Honestly, it's a very slow start from both players due to the lack of fuel control.
Yeah.
There we go. Machine gun scout combination. Just going to apply some pressure from out of range on those two squads. I think this is the right choice by Reakly to just back away. I mean, he's about to get cut off anyway, so there's no point in hanging around just to take extra damage.
Yeah, he's not denying anything.
Yeah, that magical scout MG combination here.
Oh, Reckley's mine positioning is triggering me. Those are not crossing in the woods mines. You need to put them on the road.
You mean from Ray?
From Ray, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this triggers me. Like where the road split off, this is the standard mine position.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
I really would have liked to see Reakly move into the assault forces tree rather than queuing rapid production. Knowing how slow your early game is and that you're not going to get a vehicle anytime soon, save your CPs, get access to breakthrough, and then use breakthrough to take up the map like we saw HulkSMASH do against him in the early game.
Yeah.
And in case of old habits dying hard here for Reakly.
Well, that's the thing, right? With Reakly, he has a hard time adapting and like picking the right things in the battle group for this current game situation is adapting. And I would even argue it's the hardest form of adapting because you don't think about it that much, like with what units you build and so on.
When you're a top player, oftentimes things go according to plan. And so you don't have as much time or prepare as much for when things don't go according to plan. And we're seeing exactly the result of that right now with this game. Moving into the breakthrough tree for Reakly and then maybe even into the assault group would be a much better choice at this point. Compared to this very, very late Panzer Grenadier company. I don't know what he's going to build from this.
And we see MP40 grunts. Oh no, please.
Yeah.
And now we will see MP40 grunts who try to close in against MGs on crossing in the woods and they will never succeed.
Yeah, he's much better off just planting lots of bags and keeping his distance from those MGs. Paratrooper drop coming in behind the MG. Reakly sees it and rotates the MG42.
Yeah, I know the MG's getting pushed.
Yeah, Ray's moving his MG in position to hit Reakly's MG. And that paratrooper is going to be in a rough spot. Does get forced away, but creates some space for these two machine gun teams. Pack in production, PG in production. Oh my god, what is happening?
No longer under our control.
Brother, no.
No, don't get close range squads on this map.
Brother, stop.
I think this is the perfect time for the assault group call it with the half track and
Exactly. If he had not spent his CPs on rapid production, he would have enough for mechanized assault group here.
Yeah.
He could get the Stummel, he could get a very early Stossstruppen.
And with Veteran C1, he will beat those MGs easily.
He'd be able to tear through these machine guns, yeah.
So
Sniper in production by Ray. This is just a flex.
yeah, man, Private Jackson will show him how to do it. And since there is no option for a martyr, he will even live to tell the tale. Kappa.
PG is moving to the east.
He's here.
Sorry, west fuel. Good, at least perspective here from Reakly. Oh, that flamer damage is perfect. Look at that clump
Ah,
squad.
boy.
Clump squads. Look at this. That engineer is going to be farming the veterancy.
Yeah. By the way, 76mm upgrade is coming in.
Okay,
Not needed,
yeah.
but it's not a bad thing
He's
either.
probably, I mean, honestly, he's probably expecting the call in from Reakly, but unfortunately, because Reakly's been putting himself in the position he's in, he's not going to see a 251 anytime soon.
No.
Sniper
I
here on
think
field.
we will-
Great hit from the GMC.
Reckley will go into Tiger Stall and will die on the way there.
You have command
Sniper hitting that machine gun team. Oh, does get suppressed. Safe retreat there, very safe. 1919 still holding down the cutoff. Reakly does manage to secure the west side, so he's got this plus 18 now in the meantime. Second pack in production.
Yeah, Paul.
PG's trying to get to the building, but
Nah,
it's not gonna help
Flavor.
him much.
Bundle nade.
Bundle
but-
grenade. Ray's paying attention to that. He's not gonna eat that.
Territory is being contested.
It's looking
It's much
really,
more
really
on
awful.
form. I'm just questioning, like, where was this player
We're losing it.
in the last series? Like, he...
Yeah, two different worlds. Like, there's
Yeah.
you can't compare how Ray played in the semifinals and now in the third
Enemy
place
movement
match.
near a victory point.
Yeah.
Territory lost.
Double scouts doing emotional damage to this MP40 Grenadier at max range. Scout sniper combination here. Shoots
Yeah.
at the barbed wire with sniper. That's a flex.
Showing off, man.
Big hit from the GMC. Oh, the second shot might connect
And gets the
wipes
wipe.
the machine gun.
If he loses this MG,
Nothing. Yeah. He's swinging over with the Grenadier, but
No,
I don't
man.
think it's going to be enough.
Take
He's
it.
got
he's waiting. Now he takes it.
that was.
Oh, that's
that
so
was
smart
BM.
because of minimum range for the nade, right? So he could be naded.
Infantry reporting in.
I mean,
Such a smart move.
I think he was just BMing him, to be honest. Yeah, and Reakly was feeling it there. The emotional damage was too strong from that delayed scout capture on the machine gun. What can I say? Like, airborne masterclass of how to manage the MP40 grens. Yeah, 30 cals proving very strong once again. I mean, this is I don't know how many times this was played in other matches. This is the second time I've seen it.
Actually, also
And
the second
strategy
time
just
for me.
dominates. Yeah,
Yeah, like in the
the
games that I...
strategy just.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say it completely like locks you out of options outside of Collins, right? I mean the Stummel plus Stoss Collin could have been Reakly's saving grace, but unfortunately old habits die hard, and he decided to unlock rapid production despite having a very, very slow early game with very little fuel income, and just didn't have the wherewithal to move more into the left-hand tree instead. I mean, he could have also made some really excellent plays just by like loading his grenadiers into the 251 and dropping them off next to the MG teams. Could have made some interesting plays with the use of that call-in, but yeah, I mean, he got choked out by the machine guns. The Scout 30 cal combination is so powerful
Yeah.
right now. It's very difficult to play around. And it's really just like a matter of time before the US player scales into paratroopers and then M3, and then you're really, really putting on the hurt. So, well played
Well
by
played.
Ray, and congratulations to 3rd and 4th place.
Yeah, but now we are getting ready for the main menu, the main dish.
Oh yeah.
I'm so hyped.
We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.